Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to anybody who's new here, by the way, as well. This is episode number 50, a special episode, a World Tour episode, a Shader World Tour episode. What we're going to do is we're going to go through 50 episodes worth of builds, city planning, all sorts of things that we've done over 50 episodes. We may miss out a few things, of course, there's so much stuff that has happened already, but either way, we're going to be having a good tour, checking out some things and looking at them with a different perspective, I guess, to just building them. Also a bit of a perspective of what we've done, like the broad scheme of things, the little things, some of the details. Maybe I might find some of the Easter eggs I leave and forget about and then surprise myself later on down the line, which I guarantee you I've done already in this world. I always think of them. Never actually remember where they are. But either way, that's what we're going to get up to. We may come across some, we may not. In fact, we're going to come across this city a bit later, this village, the beautiful Bluebirds Bay. Right now, we're going far away, past those parrots you may have just heard, and we're going to head off over to Spiritwood. The boat trip is not that far away, but while we're on our way there, I just want to say that thank you so much, everybody, for all your support over the past 50 episodes. It's been absolutely insane. This is our third YouTube world that we've been on so far, and you guys have been making it as cool as the past two, which has been absolutely insane. The bar was set high, and it's just been absolutely insane. But right now, there we go. You can see it coming into render distance. It's actually kind of funny because normally I don't have Optifine on, and we don't see the fogless area. And right now, there's with the shaders with Optifine, there's no fog, and it's kind of a bit weird for me coming into here. But right here, Spiritwood, the beautiful city, well, village, but there is a lot more to it than what may meet the eye. This is the last standing villager. It is actually a real deal Minecraft village, by the way. You may not believe it. Every building here was once a Minecraft village building, except for one, in fact. And not only that, it's so real that the zombies have killed every villager. That's how you know it's a real Minecraft village. And pretty much what this whole thing was, and just to kind of sum it up before we go through and look at everything, this is a village that we've renovated, and it's in a mountain, and I thought it was a very neat little way of doing it. The whole idea is of this, like the takeaway, so to say, would be a building with close proximity to buildings of all the different things, close proximity, and also using what you got. And I think that's exactly what we did over here, just using what we got and try to see how far we could take it. And I think it's looking wonderful. Now, the sun is kind of going down, but that's all right. We'll just go until the sun goes down. We'll sleep when the time comes. This is still a work in progress, by the way, this village. This is, as I say, our starter one. There are a few things that we have to fix. A few things which are improving on as we go, like this area here just hasn't been done. But for instance, we've got our buildings, our standard, well, I don't even know what this building once was, but right now it is an inn, and it is an incomplete inn, but that was terrible, but you know what I'm saying. And we've just got a few little houses that have been improved on, and things along those lines, just little baby changes. In fact, I feel like I'm too close. I feel like my FOV is way too close, but it seems to be normal right now. The first house, the blacksmith, which we renovated over to become our future and current huge storage room, like the big storage for us, which we've just got everything organized in here, ready to go from here, so we can go and do our builds, all of our crazy things. And right now, by the way, the style that we got going on these roofs is something that is sort of a good stepping stone into my building improvements, because right here, this one over here, I've really experimented a bit with this roof here and then moved it onto others and started to get these real neat little interesting roofs versus your standard sorts of roofs. And that's one of my favorite pieces of this village, is just having a look at it with all these different roofs versus look at this and look at that. No comparison, you know. There's well, I mean, I lie, there is a comparison. The one's good, the other one's standard. But just having a look at it, those roofs really do bring this whole place together, and it's fantastic. Like how they really did work. You know what? I know the sun's not going down. The shaders get me. They do. They freak me out. They make me think I'm too late. But I know we've got a bit of extra time. Now, just to kind of bring this all together with what I was saying with this, there being a hill that this village was built into. This was actually built into a hill. Like, it actually was in a hill, and we've just kind of brought buildings out, brought the hill out to the buildings to merge them in. And one of these over here being the library, which is doubling up as our enchantment area, which kind of gives it a bit of purpose, is built into the hill. And the whole thing with this was actually trying to get the proximity of this to everything to fit, because right behind here you can see there's like a piece of dirt. I guarantee if I break that piece of dirt, we're probably going to see something else. Yeah, there we go. Library type stuff. So it was quite a challenge to fit everything in here, because it wasn't just a matter of building something. It was a matter of building something while fitting it in with everything else that we've built. So it's quite a fun little challenge, but a good one at least. And pretty much just the rest of this village is just a whole bunch of houses, which we've tried to create some interest in. That's a block that's out of place. Try to create some interest in getting to and from. We still have to do interiors, as is the life, the Minecraft building life. You know how it is. Build the outsides and leave the insides for later. And then leave the insides for later and leave the insides for later. You know how it goes. It just keeps going on like that. This once was where we were storing our last 2 villages. But I derped up. Let me show you how I derped up over here. We did this. No, didn't do that. We didn't look at the map. We weren't looking at the map for very long. We did this. We had a door here, and I blocked up all these areas. I think, yeah, you can see we blocked up this over here just to stop anything from getting in the corners, because in case the villagers go, you know how mobs don't really quite work. And turns out the door, I missed this little area here. I blocked off the door. I'm like, no mobs will get through there. Jansey, you were wrong. You were very wrong. The mobs can definitely get through there, and they did, and they did. So, yeah, that wasn't a very smart move, but it was a move nonetheless, and a move that we've learned from, and we will one day recover and bring this village up to its true glory that it once was. Holding, I think, I'm gonna say about 6 villages before the zombies came around. Now, this is kind of the cool thing about Spiritwood, is the wood in the background, which eventually is going to be a whole bunch of custom trees, similar to this, just slightly improved, I hope. And it's going to be a sort of, I would say, a build cross with like a terraforming project build. So like a structural build cross with those, because we've got a future building in there, which is going to be, well, it is something that was voted on, but it's going to be a wizard's academy of sorts. And it does require a few 1.14 blocks as to the vision that I have for it. I think it's going to be rather cool. But it's going to be a really neat little thing. It was kind of one of those things where I asked everybody in the comments to say, hey, what do you guys want to do? They said, do this, do that, do that. The 3 options I gave, and everyone kind of just suggested all of them. So we're going to just build all of them. That's the thing. Why do one when we can do them all? But there we go. That's our field, custom field. I guess a custom forest. That's actually plains, which I've just grown a bunch of oak trees in. But that's pretty much this village. It doesn't really have a set purpose, as more to be a pretty place for us to have started off with, to move on from, and to come back to and feel homely. And it really does feel quite homely to me, at least. And I'm sure it does to the other 50 episodes worth of people that have watched it. Now, by the way, just a cool fact for people who don't necessarily follow this too closely and are around in the YouTube videos, but not necessarily on the Twitch videos, and occasionally come around and say what's up, is we just recently have been partnered on Twitch, which is super exciting. And of course, because of that, we've obviously got a few extra little benefits and stuff. But not only that, a lot of people are unaware, and they come into my Twitch chat and say, hey, I never knew you streamed. I certainly do. 4 days a week. You guys can check it all out on the Twitch page. So if you guys ever do have the curiosity and want to go check out our Twitch stream, feel free to scroll down in the comments, or not in the comments. You can scroll down there, answer those comments, but scroll down in the description, click the Twitch link, and give us a follow, and be sure to come around and say what's up. Say hi. I'd love to see you guys in chat. It's one of those cool things that when someone comes over from a Twitch chat to YouTube, or a YouTube chat, like comment section to Twitch, it's really, really cool just to see someone from one platform say hello from YouTube. It's so cool. It really is. I don't know how to describe it. It's just magical. Okay, so here is our cactus farm, which has apparently got a bit of a shader glitch. There is, in fact, water there. It's nothing spectacular, but I thought I'd just come down here and show you some of the farms that we've got going on. Our netherwart farm still got a few little spots that might be ungrown. I have recently planted this. But this was just like our way of doing a little bit of redstone stuff, which isn't really our forte, but I do quite enjoy the redstone stuff. And in fact, rumor has it that this channel started on like semi-modded redstone things, but Yeah, that was a very, very long time ago, but I still do love it. I still do love doing a few redstone things here and there, even if they don't work. It's still a bunch of fun. Now, from here, we don't have too many farms, but I might just stop off at the Guardian farm. Wow, I did not realize how magical these shaders looked in this water. Look at that, the light. This is the warm ocean right here. Look at the boring cold ocean. And then back into the super cool warm ocean. There it is. I'm not going to go too close, house. My computer may just completely explode. But if we start getting, basically, if we start getting particles in of this thing, yeah, you're gonna hear explosions, and this video is not gonna happen. But there it is. Imagine how cool it is. We kind of got a neat little room down there. Eventually, we got a big project coming on to fix that stuff, but that's all right. Now we are on our way back to where we first began this area, this world tour, which is going to Bluebirds Bay, and you can see it slowly coming into render there. It actually should be there. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Let's just do that. Step back and can I put on cinematic camera? There we go. Ooh. Now that's good. Can kind of do like a cool intro, like step down into it and stop slowly. That is Bluebirds Bay. I almost actually, I know people really love the shaders, and I do have, by the way, there will be a link in the description for Silder's enhanced default shaders. These are the ones I'm using. But I really do just love that plain Minecraft feel of it. I think this city actually, this village, if anything, really does excel in just the plain Minecraft stuff. Hey, cinematic camera, what are you doing? Is it stuck on here? No, we're good. We're safe. We can carry on. All right. So there we go. Now, there is a bit of a story to this, and this is where we start to get more into, like, the arty building of it versus just the survival building of it, and we try and create our own interesting stories that go along with the Minecraft world, and this is one of them. So this is a village that was once just a trading / warehouse area for a future large kingdom that we are going to be building in the future for sure. That's out that way. If you didn't realize the gesturing, hey, dolphin did. Now, it actually kind of weirds me out when I hear those dolphin noises. Forget they're in the game. But basically, what has happened is it's been overrun by pirates. You can see there's a crashed ship right over there. We've got a whole bunch of broken stuff, just degraded stuff. Things that over time now, since the pirates have kind of claimed this area for their own, have destroyed. And it's not looking too good. Or maybe it is looking good, but not too good for the people who once had this. So, right here, this is gonna be where where I think at least the world really excels, is when we start adding in a bunch of custom terrain. Now you can see there's none there. There is some there. Just these little underwater things, which of course the 1.13 update has allowed us to do. This is going to be what's going to make this place look amazing. Now, there are a few little things. The sewer, which we'll probably jump down or most likely fall down in the not too distant future. Let's just jump into this boat and do a little lap, and then we'll go into the inside and the inner parts of this little area. And really, this part of the world, at least, has been adding in small details to try and give some impression of the area that we're working on. There we go. I wish there was like a slow setting for this boat. Kind of like in Spectator that you could scroll. That would be really cool if I could like control scroll or something to do a different boat speed. But there we go. This is just parts of the area. The old jail over here, which has got a bit of story to it, a bit of lore. And around here, just the old warehouses, which, as I say, we haven't got as far as I'd like to, but a lot of it is just these little bits and pieces over time that start adding up, start showing what this world is going to become. That's what it is. And let's go park a boat here in the back of this one, because I'm just going to keep forgetting these. That's what's going to happen. I build up so many boats, and then I have to remove a few boats every now and then. So right around here, the sun is going down, which is great, but right around here, we are in pretty much the heart of Bluebirds Bay. These bluebirds, which the bay was once named after, seem to be blue bugged out birds of the bay. I feel like there's a way to really add more bees into this. But these two are bugged out. And I know people have suggested, wait, they're just close enough to things. They're making these noises no matter what. They're just close to a creeper. They aren't. They really aren't. These guys, don't listen to them. They're lying. They are. I've moved them around and they just won't stop making creeper noises and baby zombie noises, and it drives me nuts. So that's why they're sitting on the bridge. Now, where is the sun? It is over there. Yeah, we probably should just catch a good night's rest. It's always good for a good tour. Catch a bit of rest. And I guess we're starting right where I just left off. Just woke up, broke my ankles, And now what we're going to do is I'm going to put back where this thing was. This was a map of this area that I took off because I thought, hey, I'll show you guys before we go here. But hey, look who forgot. Look who forgot. Surprise, surprise. It's this guy. And it's all right. We've got so much stuff to show you. And besides, this map is really where I love seeing this area. It's a bit dark in here with the shaders on, but basically, this is where we've been working. We just did a little lap around there, went around the island and around this way. And by the way, if you guys are new, of course, there is a bunch of episodes for you guys to check how this comes together, how it looks like it's going to fall apart, but it somehow works as a build. And it's been such a fun time just building this thing. It really hasn't turned out anything like what I expected, but completely like what I expected. I can't describe how it is. Looks-wise, no. Concept-wise, spot on. But basically, what we're doing is we're looking at this map and building with the idea of building this map to look prettier. Two of the things, being one thing, are these warehouse roofs, which we didn't really look as we were building the map, and they started to look a bit ugly. So we had to go in, make some holes. You can see there's a little hole in the roof, just to make the map look a bit more pretty, because else it's these two big brown splodges on the map, and they're just not too cool compared to all this texture and the paths and things like that. It's just really, really cool. And that's what we're up to. And now, here we go, back to some survival Minecraft, which does, of course, entail a bit of creative building versus survival building, but creativity in here to hide our warehouses, which coincidentally are where we store our stuff, which is perfect for a warehouse. And this is sort of the base of this island and where we're going to be working out in the next few episodes. So I did say that we building in that area, but in this area here, this is where we're going to really start going on in the next 25 episodes. Also, by the way, before I forget, there is a description, and there is a download in the description. And this guy here is struggling to speak, but we will continue. We're going well. So around here, failed attempt, but an attempt nonetheless at a cannon. And I was actually quite impressed with this. I thought I had something in here. Maybe I removed the block, whatever it was. We had something in there, I'm pretty sure, at least. But our attempt at a cannon, what I really liked was this dragon head. You know what? I think I'll just put this here for now. Just for now. It actually kind of works. But this dragon head, I really love this idea of having it in here. You can see only from a few angles, you can see like the purple of the eyes or the magenta of the eyes. But it really works as a nice way of getting this super smooth area, like a more curved area than putting a slab or putting stairs, something along those lines. Just a neat concept. I mean, do with that what you can. If you guys get any cool ideas with that, because that really excited me when I found that out. Tell me what you guys think of. But pretty much over here, these are the warehouse entrances. We will be building a ship in the future in this harbor, at least one. At least one. I'm known for my ships. I love my ships, and we will be building some ships. Around here, we've got the crow's nest of a ship, which has just kind of been put here because, of course, pirates. I think of them as scavenger builders in the way I've been building this. I think of them as build something that you find and break it down and do things like that. So you find the ship mast that you would have had from one of the ships. You put it in here and it just kind of sits there just to make the area look a bit prettier and also have a few things poking up out of the ground. Breaks up the bland skyline and look at the shadows of them. Very, very cool. The palm trees, kind of like mops, but they're a work in progress. Actually, we do not have feather falling. I've got to remember that. The well of just junk. Here is a little bit of a concept build in a way. By the way, I think this pig is actually trapped. But we had a tower, which was once part of the people who originally owned this area. Then we went on, added a ship into the back of it, added a house on top of the ship, and made a little bar out of these, which is a really neat design. And the concept of it is really building complete buildings as you go. So building this complete tower, then breaking it down, adding a ship, breaking that down, adding in a little bit of a house there, or area for a future bar. I really love that. That's just one of the little concepts that you might not necessarily pick up from doing it, but it works really well. We're currently walking over a vent into the sewers and over to the prison or the jail that once was operating, but now has had a giant hole blown out in it. The prisoners have escaped. the island is now free. Well, not really. It's really under occupation by these pirates, but that's the way this area works here. And it's sort of just the little things, the little stories you tell in it that helps you build it. Now, we can make that jump, and we do make that jump, which is super cool, because this is the Broken Bridge, which is also the Broken Bridge of Bluebirds Bay. See, as long as I get B's, I can just keep rhyming, or what is that, alliterating, or I don't know what it is, just repeating the same the same sounds over again. But right around there, that's the cool bridge, which I really do love. I'll show you from the angle that actually shows off the bridge. Right around here, I just love this idea of a broken thing in the world. These guys are gonna freak me out. These darn creeper noises. Now you're making skeleton noises? Yeah, okay. But basically, the whole idea of breaking something just adds more detail into it, and that's what we love about that. Adding a few more little extra pieces to something like that. And this area obviously is still a work in progress because it kind of ends right over here. Right there. Which is where I think we should probably end the episode as well, because I've kind of just shown you guys a few places around this world. Tell me what you guys think, what ideas you have for it and the future of it. Well, at least the tour, not the episode, but the tour, at least. For the future, we'll just walk through this, and I'll talk to you guys about what we are going to be doing in the next 25 episodes in this area. So I plan on moving out from this... oh, that's actually a pretty dangerous area for me to just walk past. I plan on moving out from this area into the forest just across that bridge, and we're going to start doing our own custom biome of sorts. I'm not too sure what kind of a biome it's going to be, but... obviously, it's open for you guys to tell me what you want to do. Of course, also, just in general, we're going to be doing a bunch of structures for probably another future village in that biome. So that'll be another thing. I'm not 100% sold on my concepts of it, so we'll of course work it out as we go. And feel free to have some input on that as well, guys. But pretty much that will be doing it for the episode today. So thank you so much for the past 25 awesome episodes. Also, as I say, be sure to check us out on Twitch and also our Discord server, which is also coincidentally partnered as well, verified with Discord. So we've just recently got 2 cool partnership things, and it's super, super exciting. So if you guys haven't joined it, there is also a link to that in the description. So bam, told you guys everything. I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff, but either way, enjoy the world download, enjoy the world tour if you guys did. Appreciate the likes, appreciate you guys joining us on the series, and I will see you guys very, very soon for episode number 51.